All right. Hello and welcome, everybody. It's so good to see so many of you here with us today. My name is Danny Flynn, and some of you I know, some of you I've not yet met, but it's good to have all of you with us today. I've been with Doterra now for 4 years. And in that time, I've had the opportunity to help a lot of people. I've introduced a lot of people to these oils, and it's really been game changing, life altering for folks. And so we like to host these essential oil studies as a team, occasionally a few times throughout the year, so we can introduce new people to the oils. We always like to get feedback on how people who are not used to using oils are not used to a good oil regimen, right? We have some people here that do use oils, but maybe they have not gotten on a good regimen, right? So we like to get your feedback to see how it's working for you and to use that feedback to continue to help others. So we are so grateful that you volunteered to be in our little study. And we hope that you guys have a great week and that you're able to really learn a thing or two. So just a couple of things we'll let you guys know. First of all, if you have any questions, in the interest of time, just drop them in the chat for us, and we'll be monitoring the chat. My ability to multitask has greatly diminished, so I'm gonna try to look, but also my team will be, I know Mel and Des and Kashana and Jen, they'll all be in the chat as well. If you guys have any questions, you can just drop them in the chat. All right. So the objective for tonight is to, number one, explain to you how essential oils work. We're going to introduce you to the oils that are in the study today, this week, and we're going to walk you through your protocols. All right. So I want to say again, just a big thank you. You guys, I was super impressed with the amount of detail that you guys provided in the surveys, the pre-study surveys. Those are so important to us, so we understand what you need, how we can help you, right? So that you can maximize and make the best use of the oils. And so you guys gave a lot of information. You also shared some of the concerns, which were all pretty consistent. So we'll address some of those questions for you as well. So just a reminder, this is not a medical study, right? These are essential oils. And another thing that I want to make sure everybody understands, your bodies are all different and unique, right? How you respond to the oils may be different than the next person, right? And so there is a chance that the oils that you have received, there is a chance that they won't work the way that we expect them to for you and your body chemistry. And that's okay. This is a sampling exercise. So we can try different oils, right? To see if we can find one that agrees with your body chemistry. So don't be alarmed if you're like, hey, these oils don't work. Maybe that oil doesn't work for you. But we are literally, this is just the tip of the iceberg of the essential oils that are available that you guys are going to be sampling over the course of the next couple of days. All right. You guys with me? Yeah? All right, let's go. So what are essential oils and how do they even work, right? So we like to start these conversations out just by introducing you guys to 3 things we want to make sure you know about essential oils at the beginning of this, from that you're going to get from this week's, from our study. What? 3 things we want to make sure you guys get from this study is that Doterra essential oils are safe, they are effective, and they are affordable. All right, safe, effective, and affordable. And we're going to dig into how we can say that. So first of all, what are essential oils, right? What are they even? Well, essential oils are simply oils that are extracted from plants, from all different types of plants, from all different parts of the plant. So it can come from a tree, it can come from a leaf that's on a tree, it can come from a fruit, right? All sorts of different places the oils can come from, but it literally is an oil that is extracted from a plant. All right. So when we say they are safe, the reason why we can say that is because of the way that Doterra processes their essential oil. So this was one of the questions. Some people were curious about how it even works. And it's an important question because not all essential oils are created equal. If you know anything about the natural market, right, this natural healthcare, rise that we've seen, it is an unregulated market, and essential oils is on the rise. So you can find essential oils at Walmart, at probably a gas station if you want, but it is unregulated. And so doTERRA came in and they changed the game. And they wanted to make sure that the oils that you and I consume are pure, because almost 85% of the other oils on the market are not. So most of those oils are contaminated with chemicals. Some of those chemicals could be harmful. It could be just a very low quality oil. It could be inundated with carrier oil. So I had one lady come to one of my classes and she was like, oh, my frankincense works so well. And we talked to her about how doTERRA does it. And so she took it to her, she called the company that she brought it from, her frankincense from. And she found out that only 20% of the oil was actually frankincense. 80% was carrier oil, was a botanical oil, right? And so doTERRA does it different. All right. doTERRA ensures that the oils are safe because, number one, they really are very clear on where they harvest. They believe in harvesting the plants where the plants grow naturally and abundantly. They grow the plants in their natural habitat. Why does that matter? Well, you tell me, would you prefer a pineapple from Hawaii or a pineapple from Charlotte, North Carolina? It's not even a question. You want it from Hawaii. Why is that? Because that's where it was designed to grow. And so in its natural habitat, the soil is going to be perfect. The environment is going to be perfect. Everything about the climate is going to be perfect. It's going to be the perfect conditions to grow that specific plant. And so then the pineapple comes out sweeter and juicier, right? It's what you want. It's still a plant. If I plant it here in Charlotte, certainly it's still a plant, but it's going to taste different. It's going to be different. And it's the same thing with essential oils. If you don't harvest them where they grow naturally and abundantly, yeah, you'll get a lavender. You'll get a version of lavender, but it won't be the same. It won't have the same properties. Lavender grows best in the south of France and in Bulgaria. So Savannah will probably tell you there are plenty of lavender farms in Utah. That's not going to yield the same lavender that you guys all received in your samples, right? And so that's one of the things that doTERRA does that's different. They harvest where those plants grow naturally and abundantly. So what you get from that is pure, potent plant power, the best of the best plant. They add nothing to the oil. They take nothing away from it. All right. How do we know that? Well, each bottle of oil, each single blend of oil each single oil goes through over 50 internal and external tests to ensure the purity, the potency, to ensure that is uncontaminated, unadulterated, right? That what you are getting is pure lavender, pure frankincense, right? And that's what you want when you are using these oils therapeutically. All right. Okay, so one of the most powerful oils that you guys, most of you are going to be experiencing is peppermint, and we're going to talk about how you're going to use it here in a bit. But just so you understand what pure, potent, essential oil brings you, 1 drop of doTERRA peppermint is equivalent to about 27 bags of peppermint tea, right? That's what pure, potent, essential oil can bring you. All right, you starting to see why this works? Yes. All right. So that's number 1. These essential oils are safe. All right. And now number 2, they are effective. Now, in order for you to understand how effective these oils are, you have to understand that your body is incredible. And I know that you know that. I know that you were, wonderfully made, but I need you to just really sit with this for a second. Your body is incredible. It always wants to heal itself. That's how we were created. That's how we were designed. So your body by default is always trying to heal and repair itself. And when you introduce these beautiful gifts from the earth to your body recognizes it and it helps the process. It helps your body do what your body naturally does. Right? That's why these essential oils work so well. Now, I know see who we got here. I know we have a couple of nurses and people in the healthcare profession that are joining our call. I am not a nurse or a healthcare professional. I am not a scientist. I'm just a regular girl. So do not judge my, very simplistic version of this. But your body is a very simple biology 101 for you. All right. Your body is made up of nothing but cells, right? From your skin to your hair to your nails. All of it is just cells that come together that create organs, right? And there's a couple of things that are attacking our cells or our cells are exposed to on a regular basis that can make us sick, right? And we're talking specifically about how the essential oils work as it relates to our immune system here, okay? Just to show you the power of these oils. And so the two things that we're exposed to on a regular basis, here's a little diagram over here for you, bacteria and viruses. Welcome 2020, right? We know this all too well. When our bodies are exposed to bacteria in this country, in this day and age, it's not that big a deal, right? What happens? Can somebody come off mute or drop it in the chat? What happens when we are exposed to a bacteria infection? You go to the doctor and the doctor tells you what? Anybody?
You need an antibiotic.
Antibiotic, right? Yeah, they give you an antibiotic. They tell you to take it for X amount of time and then you'll be okay, right? But what happens when you go to the doctor and you say, oh, I have a viral infection? The doctor says you have a viral infection, right? There is no antibiotic. They do not give you an antibiotic. In fact, what they tell you is that it has to run its course, right? And basically what that means is that your immune system has to step in and do what your immune system does, which is it wants to heal and repair. It wants to attack those viruses. So what happens is this is a cell, and right here, this is going to be the other hand is going to be the cell membrane. That cell membrane is protecting the cell, right? It's keeping the good stuff in and the bad stuff out. So what happens is the virus is able to get into the cell, past the cell membrane. That's why it's a problem, right? The bacteria does not. The bacteria sits outside of the cell membrane. So the virus gets into the cell membrane, and once it gets in there, it hijacks the cell's natural ability to procreate. So that virus gets in and it starts to replicate itself, right? Quickly. So that's how we go from a little sore throat to full-blown sick, right? And there's nothing that the doctors can do. They can give you something to treat symptoms, but they cannot get into that cell. They cannot get past the cell membrane to attack the source of the problem, which is in this case, the virus. But guess what can? Essential oils. Essential oils can very quickly, very effectively penetrate past the cell membrane into the cell and help the body do what the body already does. It helps to promote healing from the inside out. So it steps in alongside your immune system in the case of a viral infection, and it works with your immune system. So think of it like extra troops, right? In a war. That's one of the reasons why essential oils are so powerful. They're doing something that synthetic medications just cannot, which is get to the root of the problem. So what else is happening at a cellular level? Well, there's a number of diseases that start out with cells that have gone bad, right? Inflammation is happening at the cellular level. And so we can do so much with the right essential oil because it's working with the body's natural ability to heal and repair at the cellular level. It's pretty mind-blowing, right? All right, so that's how essential oils work. Very, very brief overview, and whoever invited you can dig in a little bit more. We talk about oils that are really great for immune system support. You need to know about On Guard. We'll talk about that with you guys later. All right, so they are effective because they work at the cellular level. Number 3, they are affordable. Now, some people are like, no, they're not. Some people are just like, it's not affordable. I don't even know why you're saying that. Well, to those people, I would say, if you think wellness is expensive, try illness, right? Have you been sick, right? Have you done the math on how much you've spent on doctor's appointments and therapy and medications and, rehab and surgery and hospital stays? Those things are not cheap. They add up. So the reason why this works is because it is an investment in your health, right? If you do not invest in your wellness, you will pay for that in illness. That's just how it works, right? So also, okay, we have a lot of younger people on here, so I'm just going to let you know, I'm going to step on your toes a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry because it might hurt a little bit. Another reason why we say that the essential oils are affordable is because you can do a lot of simple swaps, right? So perhaps you may be spending money on candles, on perfumes, on smell, all sorts of smell goods. And I'm speaking to you as a former toxic queen. I was Bath and Body Works all day long. I was Febreze all over. I was candle in every room. I wanted everything to smell good. And guess what was happening? I had asthma. And I'm like, well, I don't know why I'm always sick. I don't know why I always have headaches. I don't know why my hormones are jacked up. Well, when we expose ourselves to those synthetic chemicals on a regular basis, we are slowly poisoning ourselves, especially for women. Especially, it disrupts our hormones. It throws us completely out of whack. And we do it day after day, right? Week after week. We're just flooding our bodies with these toxins. And so this is where essential oils really come into play, and they can help you balance out. You can do a little bit of a switch and ditch, and you will save money in the process. Now, at the end of the day, essential oils really are not that expensive. One of our favorite oils that we get the most use out of is an oil called lemon. You won't experience it here, but it's an amazing oil. The wholesale price for lemon is about $12. I believe it may be $13. And there are, the bottle comes in this size. If you can see that, it's about 250 drops. Right? And you only need a couple of drops every time you use it because why? You're using pure essential oils. You don't need a lot. And so you can do the math. You can understand how those oils can stretch and can save you money over time. All right. So you know what essential oils are. You now need to know how to use them. Are you ready for it? That's why you're here. You can use doTERRA essential oils in 3 different ways. And we are speaking only about doTERRA essential oils here because they are tested and we know that they are pure. You can use the oils in 3 ways. You can use them, number 1, you can use them aromatically. So that is in a diffuser, right? Mixed with water, not an oil burner, but with water. You can even hand diffuse, which is what you're gonna do throughout your protocol. You can put a little bit of the oil in your hand. If you have a little foil thing like this, just take a little bit out. You only need a little bit. Put it in your hand, rub your hands together, and cup your hands around your nose and breathe in deep. All right, that's what we call hand diffusion. All right, so when would you want to use the oils aromatically? Or you can just literally open the bottle and smell it from the bottle. All right, so when would we want to use the oils aromatically? Well, when we want to open up our airways, if you have some respiratory issues, if you want to purify the air, or if you want to support your mind and mood. Okay, guys, so many of you had 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s for stress, for stress and for inability to sleep. This is where essential oils are very powerful. So I want you guys to think for a second. There's a correlation to how we feel and how we behave, right? If we feel sad, what might we do? I'll answer for you, but I want you to think in your head, when you're sad, what do? Well, maybe you cry. Maybe if you're like me, maybe you take a nap, right? But there is an action that comes from that feeling. If you're angry, what might you do? Send a mean text message, right? If you're Will Smith, you might slap somebody, right? If you're angry, it leads you to action, right? So this is where essential oils are so powerful, because if you can shift how you feel, you shift how you behave. You shift how you show up in the world. So those of us who use our oils on a regular basis, we find that we are better spouses, we are better mothers and fathers and friends, and the list goes on. We're better. We show up better because we have the ability to control. It's very empowering, y'all. It's a very empowering feeling. We have the ability to control our emotions. And this is all science, right? You smell the essential oils, your olfactory nerves in your nose are triggered. What's going on here? Something's happening. It sends a signal to your brain. The brain is able to identify the molecules and the properties of the essential oil. And then your brain sends out a signal to the rest of your body, and it can shift your mood within a matter of seconds. Seconds. It is incredibly powerful tool that we're going to be introducing you guys to. All right. So that's the first way that you can use the oils is aromatically. The second way that you can use the oils is topically. And I say apply the oils wherever you feel the pain, literally. If you feel the pain if you're heartbroken, you apply the essential oil over your heart. If your knee hurts, we saw a lot of knee and back pain, apply Deep Blue, which is in our kits, on your knee, on your back, right? Wherever you feel the pain, you apply the essential oil. All right, massage it in. If you're new to oils or you're using oils with kids, we recommend that you use a carrier oil. They are potent and we want to protect the skin. All right. And the third way that you can use the oils, and we're not going to, you can do it in this study if you so choose. Some of you won't be able to because of the packet that you have, but only doTERRA essential oils can you take internally, and that is that we recommend you take internally, and that is because they're tested. We know that it is pure essential oil. This comes up a lot. Can I actually ingest essential oils? Is that actually safe? Well, have you ever put lemon zest on your fish or you cook with lemon zest? Have you ever done that? Yeah? Then you've just ingested essential oil, right? If you ever had mint in your water, you just ingested peppermint. It's safe. It is safe, but you gotta make sure the oil is pure and it's not all essential oil. So you wanna make sure the oils that you ingest, you wanna read the side label of the oil once you get your oils, and it will tell you if it is safe for consumption. So most of the oils that you guys have are safe to ingest with the exception of Deep Blue, which is a rub. All right, so those are the 3 ways in which you can use doTERRA essential oils: aromatically, topically, and internally. All right. And we'll tell you more about this as we go throughout the week. So let's get into the protocols. Are you ready? All right. If you are focused on sleep or stress, we're going to recommend that you try this protocol every single day for the next 7 days. 7 days, yeah. In the morning, put a drop of peppermint and a drop of wild orange in your hand together. Rub your hands together, cup them over your nose, and breathe in deep. 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And it is going to wake you up. And you're going to be like, woo, I'm ready to start my day. Every day, y'all. I promise. Just do it every day. You'll see a change. If you have the oil vials and you would like to ingest the oils, that's what I do with them first thing in the morning. You can add them to, your water or your tea. It's just a great way to start your day. Wild orange is an amazing essential oil to help boost your mood. All right. Just a word of caution: if you're using your oils in water or any sort of beverage, you want to make sure you're using glass, not plastic, not styrofoam. You can use glass or stainless steel or ceramic mug, but definitely not a plastic water bottle. Please don't. Not that. And definitely not styrofoam. All right. So you can either ingest it or you can put them in your hand and take 3 deep breaths, and that's going to wake you up. All right. At night, there's some other things I want you guys to do, like go outside as soon as you wake up, right? There's a lot of things we can do to help ourselves deal with stress and better sleep, like moving our body, eating right, another class, I won't go there. And at night, you have lavender, all right? So lavender, we want you to massage 1 to 2 drops or just a couple of drops in your hand of in the foils. On your feet, we want you to focus on your big toes. I know it sounds weird. Focus on them big toes. That's a reflexology point to your brain, and watch what happens. All right. If you have a spouse or someone that can help you, you can also apply it to your spine. It's an incredibly effective way to get the essential oils into your body. All right. You can ingest lavender, especially if you have real difficulty sleeping. You can put a drop or 2 of lavender underneath your tongue or put it in some tea or lemonade. It's actually particularly good in lemonade. I like it. For me, it's more effective if I actually ingest it for me. And then you can also use it aromatically. So I recommend, if you have real difficulty sleeping, to try all 3 approaches: bottom of the feet, in an oil shot or right underneath your tongue, and then hand diffuse right before you're going to go to bed. 1 to 2 drops in your hand, cup it around your nose, and breathe in deep. 3 deep breaths. All right. That's those of you who are dealing with stress and sleep. do that. And we're going to be checking in to make sure it's working, right? We may have to step it up. Sleep is very tricky, guys. It's very, very tricky. And there's a number of things that you can do, and we'll talk more about it individually. But this is what we're going to try for the remainder of the week. All right. How am I doing on time? Okay, got 5 minutes. All right, let's talk about digestion. There was a lot of people with digestive issues. So you're going to do the same thing. First thing in the morning, you're going to start your day with peppermint and wild orange so that you can have a great day. And morning and evening and or as needed, we want you to take the Digestin, take 1 or 2 drops or just a little bit in your hand and massage it clockwise on your tummy. All right. If you want to stretch the oil, and just like if you have sensitive skin, you can mix it with a little bit of like carrier oil, like a coconut oil or a jojoba oil, something like that. Massage it clockwise underneath your skin. What? Massage it clockwise on your tummy. You can also put 1 to 2 drops under your tongue, or put it in tea. I like it quite a lot in tea. Or you can also put it in water. All right. Now, my recommendation is to try the somebody said eat. I don't know what that was for though. Okay, you guys tell me later. All right, try it for 3 days, and then you can swap Digestin out for peppermint, because peppermint is also really good for your digestive system. Okay, so that's what you're going to do for if you have digestive issues. Do it morning and day and night, whether you feel bad or not. Just do it for those of you with digestive issues. And then if you actually do have, like you're feeling bad and it's not morning or night, do it again. Okay? Yeah. We'll be checking in to make sure you're good. And then for those of you with pain relief, or looking for pain relief, you're going to start your day with wild orange and peppermint. Yeah, we're all going to start our day like that for the next 5 days, 5 to 7 days. Now you also have deep blue rub. So you're going to take that deep blue, you're going to put just a little bit, and you're going to massage it wherever you feel the pain. All right. You can mix it with a little bit of carrier oil if you have some sensitive skin. It is quite potent. Massage it wherever you feel the pain, whether you're actively feeling it or not. If you know you have knee problems, every day through the course of this study, put a little bit of deep blue on your knees. You can also swap it out halfway through, or just if you want to try something a little bit different, with peppermint. I actually quite like the mix of peppermint and lavender for topical pain. Works really, really well. All right. Now, if you said, I have all of the above, then start your morning with wild orange and peppermint, in your night with lavender. And by the way, use lavender anytime you're starting to feel stressed. Just add it on there. Breathe it in deep. Use deep blue as needed for pain, and use your Digestin as needed. All right. So that is the protocols that we're going to send. We're going to upload this presentation for you guys on the Facebook group so that you will have access to it. So that leads us to make sure you've completed your study. If you have your survey, if you haven't yet, please be sure to do so. So we have the insight and we know what it is that you need. Join our Facebook group, because that's where all the education is going to be coming throughout the week. Tomorrow, we're going to dive deep into each oil that you guys received. We're going to explain to you how those oils work. We're going to give you testimonials and make sure you know exactly how you're using it for the next, for the week. All right. So you'll see that on Tuesday and on Wednesday of this week, a deep dive into the oils. So make sure you are on your Facebook group. And then we will come back here next Monday at 6 p.m. and we'll close it out. We'll hear your testimonials. We'll answer whatever questions that you have. And we'll be having giveaways throughout the week on the Facebook group, guys. So make sure you're there. We'll announce the winners at the call next Monday. All righty. I'm going to stop my share. And I'm just going to check and see. We have 1 minute. All right. So we have a few questions. I'm going to go over the 30 minutes, even though I said I wouldn't. My bad. And answer some of the questions here. And then if you guys have any other questions, we'll take 5 minutes and do that. And then any other questions, you can work directly with whoever invited you. Okay. Okay. So I missed what was said about the tummy. Yes. 1 to 2 drops of Digestin, massage it clockwise on your stomach. You can also ingest Digestin if you would like. Okay, that was said as well. Does it work for period cramps? Absolutely. So I like deep blue for cramps. I like a combination of peppermint and lavender for cramps. So you could do that, Sarah. Here. I think that's my girl.
Yes, thank you.
You've got a lot of different names. Okay. And then is there anything for migraines? Tamara asks. Peppermint is a great place to start with migraines. So make sure you're going to want to apply it, to your temple or wherever you're feeling the pain. Make sure you mix it with a little bit of carrier oil. Peppermint will make your eyes water. It's very, very powerful. Also, you want to understand what is triggering the migraines. Migraines are like sleep, are tricky when it comes to natural solutions, because you sometimes have to try a few different things. But if you know what's triggering it, if it's tension, then deep blue on your shoulders, right? If it's stress, then lavender, right? If it's because you're not sleeping well, lavender at night. You see how that works? If you know what the source of the problem is or what triggers the migraines, then usually people are able to get to them before they explode. And y'all, once again, you got 5 different products here. Just the tip of the iceberg. Just the tip of the iceberg. All right. So as we go throughout the week, just be in contact with whoever invited you, and they will help you. If you find that what we've given you is not working, let you sample something else. Right. All right. Any other questions? Comments? I see a couple of hearts. Got a lot of cameras off. Hope you guys are with us. Are you with us? There we go. We got a couple hearts. There's a couple of faces. Thank you guys for coming. Some thumbs up. Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. If you guys don't have any questions, we'll wrap it. The replay will be in Facebook, and just reach out to whomever invited you to the study, and we will be checking in on you guys throughout the week. Thank you so much. We can't wait to hear your feedback. Okay. Have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.